So the time has come, everyone. So you got to be wondering where the hell I'm at here in Philadelphia. Got to wonder where I'm at in the middle of nowhere here in Philadelphia. Well, if you watched my videos a while back, I did a very special arcade in Brooklyn, so that might be a little hint. But for those who don't know, it is Barcade. That's right, people. There is a Barcade here in Philadelphia, and this is where it's at. So I did talk to some of the people in here. They said it was cool. So I'm just going to show you a quick walkthrough of the establishment. And wow, people, they do got some arcade machines that I haven't really ever seen the light of day of. So we're going to check it out here. Just going to give you a quick tour. Some of the events right here when you come in. But this is where it starts off, people. So when you come in, you get to see a Make Tracks cabinet. Now this is definitely from Williams from 1981, as you can see right there. This is definitely more of the rarer cabinets. You will not see a lot of these in the wild at all. And of course you got a mini Miss Pac-Man. And next off, people, and this is really, really cool. And this is no joke. This is an original Space Invaders cabinet from 1981. Now, of course, you're thinking this is not the real Space Invaders, but when you see, the gameplay is definitely different compared to what you would see on the screen here. This is a mini cabinet, and I will definitely be doing a little gameplay of this one, just to show you, how it is. It's really, really different. You can see just by the playfield, it's definitely not your typical Space Invaders, but this is from 1981, so this is definitely a nice little rare cabinet. And over here you have Red Clash from T-Con from 1981. And over here in the one little corner here, you actually have a mini Phoenix cabinet from Century. And this is definitely a nice little cabinet here. I would love to have this in my house. So of course, you walk here, you can see there's a nice long bar. And yeah, this is definitely, space is a lot more bigger compared to the Barcade in Brooklyn. If you've seen that video, I'll definitely leave the links down at the bottom. So as we're continuing on here with the tour, what bar would not be complete without Valley Midway's Tapper? And it is pretty authentic. You get your little Budweiser pour and serve. And next off here, you have Double Dragon. Now, sadly, they do not have Robotron 2084 working at the moment, but hopefully they will have this working soon. And you're going to check out a nice little favorite here. That is Joust from Williams. Definitely, cabinet is in good condition. I'll show you some of the artwork right there. Definitely a very underrated, awesome game from Williams. Of course, here you got the 4-player NBA Jam Tournament Edition cabinet. And you got a nice little game here from Taito, and if you don't know, it is Ghosts and Goblins. And this is I believe, the sequel to Ghosts and Goblins, or Ghouls and Ghosts, if I'm not mistaken. I could have maybe just have messed that up. I do apologize. And over here, you got Magic Sword, but sadly, right now the PCB does need a little bit of work. So that definitely does need to be fixed up. And over here, ladies and gentlemen, you got the classic from Atari, and that is Centipede. Very simple, yet very fun. And of course, one of my favorites over here, that is Atari's Crystal Castles, with Benny the Bear rolling around, stealing all the jewels. And of course, over here, we got a little rarity Nintendo cabinet, and that is Super Mario Brothers. I remember playing this a lot in the laundromat by my house back in 1987. Monitor's a little dark. They could tweak that a little bit. And next off here, you got Frogger. And of course, the classic Donkey Kong. And over here, people, a nice, fun little cabinet. It's a Gauntlet 2 cabinet. This is the 4-player version. And over here, ladies and gentlemen, you have the classic R-Type. Over here, you got Golden Axe. And over here in the corner here, you got Carnival by Sega. Then, ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorites. Oh yes, Tempest. And this, I played this a little bit earlier on, people, and the action on this is really, really sweet. And unfortunately here you got a 2-player championship sprint. It's not working at the moment. And over here is Spy Hunter. And I've always said this before, people, you cannot emulate this game. Star Wars, the arcade game, and Spy Hunter, those rare cabinets that you honestly cannot emulate. You have to play it to get the real feel for it. And over here is a classic Arkanoid. I have quite a few memories playing this game. Then over here you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Konami, and this is the 4-player cabinet, as you can see right there. And of course over here you have the 2-screen Punch-Out from Nintendo. You know, this is the this is the precursor to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And next off over here, people, you got the 4-player, actually I'm sorry, 2-player Smash TV. This is definitely a classic from Williams. And next off here, you have Tetris. Then this is the arcade cabinet version, not the cocktail version. The 2-player version of Track and Field from Konami and Century. And next up over here, ladies and gentlemen, you have Outrun. And you have a gentleman here playing the classic Dig Dug from Atari. And then over here you got Rampage. And Miss Pac-Man, you have another Miss Pac-Man. This is the full cabinet version of that. And sadly though, we got Paperboy, but it is out of service right now, which kind of sucks. But what can you do? And then over here, people, this is the Bally Midway version of Burger Time. And yes, people, I'm going to try to show you a little bit of the cabinet. Hopefully, it will kind of shine through a little better. But yeah, this is definitely one of those rare cabinets that you're not going to be seeing a lot of. Definitely one of my favorites. And yeah, I mean, what else can I really say about this game? Just give me a second here, people. I do apologize. Even though this is kind of an impromptu tour, I definitely want to put a flashlight just so you can see some of the artwork on this and show you how detailed it is. So you can see right there. Some really good art down here at the bottom of the cabinet. There's Peter Pepper himself. And then of course over here, people, we have Tron. Now, also thing about this Tron, it is illuminated. That includes the joystick and the front. That's some like sick artwork right there. And of course you got the classic Galaga. And sadly, this is one of the ones I was dying to play, but it's not working, and that is Operation Thunderbolt, which is the sequel to Operation Wolf. And of course, for a lot of you don't remember, if you remember this, you had a lot of the kickback action on the guns. It was really cool. And last but not least, people, this is Asteroids Deluxe. Now, they actually did have this over at the NAVA event just recently. And if you can see really close, they actually do have the backgrounds, the artwork in the background. Basically, this is mirrored. As you can see right there, that is the actual cabinet, or the actual monitor. It's just mirrored off, as you can see right there. And then, of course, it gives you this reflection right here. So yeah, and of course, over here, just wanted to see if you can beat the high scores. This is the high scores board here at Barcade in Philadelphia. So if you want to see if you can take a shot at it, see if you can beat it, yeah, definitely give it a shot, people. I will leave all the information down at the bottom, and yeah, definitely check it out. If you want to leave a question or a comment, feel free to do so. And that's about it. Have a good one, everybody. Definitely check me out on Facebook and Twitter, and take care. Cheers.